Hi everyone, Mr. S here. I'm going to continue with the story of Big Anthony, his story, written and illustrated by Tommy D. Paola. Now, if you missed yesterday's video, the reason I'm reading this story is as a dedication to the author-illustrator, who sadly passed away this past Monday. He was 85 years young. So be sure to see yesterday's video so you can catch up with what's happening in this wonderful story. And for those that did see the video, let's start where I left off. Here we go. So if you recall, Big Anthony is off to the world to seek his fortune at the request of his father and Nona Graciela, his grandmother. You can see that he is eating, and once he's had his fill, he's tired and needs a place to rest. He finds a wall, places his body on the wall, and begins to sleep. Let's see what happens next. By the way, he's in the city of Pisa, P-I-S-A. The birds woke him at dawn. He stood up, stretched, and opened his eyes. What he saw shocked him. I must have leaned too hard against the wall, he said to himself, but I can fix it. And he rushed away before anyone was awake. Off he went, down the road, pleased that he had fixed the tower. So there's the before, and here's the after. So, did he fix the tower? Or should he have fixed the tower? Take a look at the peasants, their faces will give you a clue. If you want to learn more, this tower is actually called the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Let's go on. Soon he came to a place called Firenze. Firenze was filled with art. So Big Anthony got a job with an artist. Now, Anthony, the first thing I want you to do is to make the paints. See these colored powders? Mix each one with water and put them in jars. Do you understand? Si, maestro, Big Anthony said. Let's see, Big Anthony said to himself after the artist had left the room. I have to mix all these colors with the water and put them in jars. So Big Anthony did. There's Firenze. There's the artist giving him directions. And Anthony, Big Anthony, is following directions, I think. What do you think? What do you predict is going to happen next? You've ruined my paints, the artist shouted. You're fired. So Big Anthony traveled on until he reached Roma. Big Anthony had never seen such beautiful buildings and so many churches. Soon he came to a toll bridge that crossed the river that ran through the middle of the city. 2 coins, please, the man at the bridge told him. I have no money, Big Anthony said, but I am here to get a job. If you let me cross, I promise to come back and pay you. Well, you're in a luck. I need a helper. Would you like the job? The man asked. Oh, si, signore, answered Big Anthony, looking around. So there's the paint job. There's Roma. And here he is at the toll bridge. Do you think he's going to do a good job at the toll bridge? You must collect a toll of 2 coins, the man said, but not from the cardinal. Are you paying attention? Oh, si, signore, si, Big Anthony said, from the cardinal. All day, Big Anthony let everyone go across the bridge for free. Then up to the bridge came a long line of altar boys and priests, followed by the cardinal. Big Anthony let everyone cross without paying. But when the cardinal came up, Big Anthony shouted, "Halt! 2 coins to cross." "But I am the cardinal." "Sorry, Cardinale, but you must pay. Everyone else can cross for free, but you must pay. My boss said so." So they're the travelers crossing for free. The altar boys, the priests, and the cardinal, and the dilemma. Did Big Anthony pay attention? So Big Anthony left Roma and headed south until he arrived at Napoli. Luck was with him. No sooner had he walked into the city than Big Anthony got a job as a waiter. "Be sure to pay attention to the orders so you give the right food to the right customer," the owner of the restaurant told him. But Big Anthony didn't pay attention. "I didn't order the eels. I hate eels." "Where is my pizza?" Waiter, you gave me soup, a soup. I ordered pasta." "Out, out!" the owner shouted. See what happens when you don't pay attention and follow directions. Poor Big Anthony. I wonder what's going to happen next. Let's find out. Just as Big Anthony left the restaurant, Mount Vesuvius volcano erupted. "Well," Big Anthony said, "at least that's not my fault." Phew, lucky him. For now. Big Anthony headed south again until he came to the part of the country called Calabria. He walked down a hill and came to a little village. There in the town square was a sign. Someone needed a helper, someone who lived in a little house up on the hill. Big Anthony climbed the hill to the little house and knocked on the door. Can you guess who answers the door? The rest is history. Did you predict this person? And that, my friends, is the story of Big Anthony, his story, written and illustrated by Tommy D. Paola. So again, if you've never read any stories by him, there is an enormous quantity of books, again, over 260 stories, written and illustrated by this world-renowned and famous and well-loved author, Tommy D. Paola. Check it out. I hope you enjoyed the story. I know I did. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Be good humans, and I will continue and see you tomorrow. And yes, I will read in Spanish, Mi Promesa. Hasta mañana. Take care.